um, trivia fumble. So, way we're gonna do this is we're gonna get into some real thick, dense trivia. With this one, I have the ability to get into bonus experience based on the detail of your answers. So,
Interesting.
some of these questions, you guys will have just singular, cut, dry answers. And then the other ones that are open-ended, I'm just looking for you to, however you want to word it. It doesn't need to be correct, spelling, all that shit. I understand that Count decided to walk into a library and say, I'm going to search methodically every single book in the entire library, get a lore dump that's 20 minutes long. So,
How dare you use that phrase on me?
just,
How
just
dare
like,
you?
I'm going to
Now we all hate him.
yeah. So, oh well, Count. This is a 3-layered library that goes up to the ceiling. Yes, I will check every book. So, yeah. So,
Do you want the recap first?
yes. Recap first. Go ahead and rip right into it.
1 second. I'm pulling stuff up.
Also, hold on. Before we go, I got a bottle of Prosecco I'm gonna pop for the.
Hey, let's go.
Hey! Oh! Yeah!
Get it. Swallow the gravy.
Yep, we're good here.
Swallow the
I forgot that
gravy.
it does that. I gotta get a fucking thing.
Can unblur Sophie. It's not sneaking in and out.
Oh, damn it! There's some on the desk.
At least the books are safe.
Books are safe.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. So I loved what Puzzle did last time from Lyra's point of view. So this is Ara's. Ara's adventure log: rats, giants, and the art of falling gracefully. Okay, so today was kind of a mess, but also incredibly cool in a horrifying, slightly traumatizing way. I figured killing Snigbat would just speed up the whole villagers reclaiming Nightstone thing. Besides, he killed Flappy. Rude. The giant rock heist, but not ours, started off normal enough. Talked to Morak about giants. Apparently, they stole a giant magic rock from the town, which locals thought was lucky. Who steals a rock? What are they going to do? Wish on it? Anyway, Morak also mentioned a flying cat that we now have to deliver to some guy named Miros in Golden Fields, which is 10 days away. 10 days! This is peak adventure material. I am so ready. The Great Kella Chase. We all settle in for the night. I set up camp in the hallway because sleeping in a room feels too normal. Apparently, I missed some of the chaos with Kella, but Lyra filled me in later. Lyra finds Kella dark hope in her room, losing her mind about how she was forced to betray the town. Lyra, in full interrogation mode, demands answers. Kella, in full I don't know how to de-escalate this mode, calls Lyra a B-word, and bolts. It's embarrassing how many people failed to grab her. Morak tries, fails. A guard tries, fails. She dodges everything. Finally, Morako yeets a spear into her, and she still tries to run, but then was stabbed by a guard. She dies dramatically, apparently. Again, I was sleeping and nobody woke me up for this adventure. And rats. What did I wake up to? It was Lyra choking, and then rats. I blink and we're somewhere else. The air smells like death and regret. And we're standing in the throne room with a rat man in a fedora. Yes, a fedora. He slow claps at us like a movie villain. Welcome, he says. I've been waiting for you. I don't know what to do, so I start slow clapping, just like a single awkward slow clap. Good job, sir. Very dramatic entrance. Ninja refuses. Lyra claps. Magarko does a very polite golf clap. Ninja, under pressure, reluctantly joins in. So this guy, Plague Maw, wants Lyra to become his agent of disease, which, ew. Ninja reminds Lyra that she is a druid and should maybe not side with a rat demon of pestilence, but Plague Maw is like, this is part of the natural cycle, which sounds like something someone would say right before they release a bioweapon. But the fancy giant rat man snaps his fingers, and Lyra immediately vomits up a rat. And Plague Maw steals it like a proud father. Then green smoke, and we're back in Nightstone, and Lyra is unconscious on the ground. Magarko, standing over her, just mutters, "Through suffering you are reborn." So dramatic. Breaking into a castle. With no time to emotionally process what just happened, we go investigate the ruined keep. There are dead bodies, a broken bridge, and for some reason a haunted sword that tries to kill us. Nobody can land a hit on it until Magarko axe slaps it into oblivion, and Ninja immediately claims it as his own. We also find books. Yawn. I'll just read the titles as Magarko finishes them. Book 1, Plague Maw is bad news, also a liar. Book 2, giants have a ridiculous social hierarchy. And book 3, someone's diary, whatever, he was dead long ago. The floating tower. Just when I think the day is winding down, a floating wizard tower approaches. A giant pops his head out and says, "Hey, you guys seem interesting. Wanna fix giant society?" Apparently, giants are in chaos, and the gluttonous hill giant monster is marching towards Golden Fields. Oh, cool. That's where we were going next, right? Also, he offers us griffins, kind of. I don't know why, but I really want a griffin. Then things go sideways again. A silver dragon arrives, demanding an orb. Dwarves turn into mist and float upwards like ghosts. The giant yells, "Oh, my kittens!" And combat ensues. At this point, our best idea is to jump off the tower. Looks like Magarko doesn't want to be involved, and Ninja is kind of looking down at the tower like he's trying to figure out hard math. And so I suggest jumping, and they went for it. Who are these people? I'm a novice at magic, and they're like, "Sure, let's go." Okay, so we jump. I wait, and now cast Featherfall. That was funny. We float down gracefully, and chaos erupts above us. We land in the trees, perfectly hidden, and watch as the dragon flies off, empty clawed. The tower is still floating, the battle is over, and we absolutely did not get involved. Now all we have to do is figure out how to fix Lyra's rat disease problem, and maybe a griffin? To be continued.
Wow, very impressive.
That's
very
way more than a
impressive.
slow golf clap. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that you did it like through the perspective of your character. That was really great.
Well,
I've never
Puzzle
seen
did
that.
that last time with Lyra, and I
Yeah,
was like,
she
that's
did
such
really
a good
good.
idea.
Too.
It's a great idea.
Fucking awesome. You guys did a really good job. You can definitely take inspiration for that and add 150 experience for sure. Okay. So you covered a lot of really good details, so I hope everybody paid attention. I would say she probably covered 70% of the trivia. So outstanding recap with great detail. Without further ado, get after it.
Do we just whisper this to you in Roll20?
Discord. Yep.
Oh, in Discord?
Discord.
Okay. Holy shit, 12!
It is the marathon.
True. So you said details. Well, oh, bonus eligible. Okay, I see.
Yep. Fucking Tony.
One of the answers was literally in the recap, and I just didn't remember it.
The recap hit a lot, yeah.
Couldn't remember what she said. Actually, two of the answers that I didn't know were in the recap, and I must have spaced out for like 10 minutes when we went over the name of the giant and
Nice job.
Yeah, I don't
talked
know that
about the
one either.
griffins. You didn't say his name in the recap?
I'm not
No.
sure, to be honest.
I don't think
I'm
the name
not
was
sure
given.
we got the name, but if you were paying attention and metagamed it, you could have seen it in the chat. I'm not sure he actually introduced
For
himself.
which? What
Zephyrus.
question?
For the cloud giant, I don't think he ever actually said his name, but he did show up
I
in
almost
the chat
typed no
window.
name was given as my answer.
Yeah.
All right, you guys can get a freebie on that one. He was insane, so there's that.
He was a little loopy.
I just called him the BFG.
So Zephyrus is what popped up in the chat window, though?
Yeah, you guys can have
That's
that
kind of
one
a
for
clue
free.
in and of itself.
You guys can count. You can add 50. Yep.
I'm still on question 8. How are you guys? Man.
Boom.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take this time to rant about D&D Beyond. It's impossible for me to look up Oath of the Watchers because it keeps trying to redirect me to some shit that doesn't exist anymore because of 2024 rules. Pissing me
Terrible.
off. Fucking
Terrible.
Nazi.
Yeah, right there with you, brother.
Just trying to figure out what my spell list is even. It's impossible. Okay.
Right.
We need 6,500 experience to get to the next level. To get to level 5.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll get a bunch today.
Thanks.
Ooh, I gotta add gold from last time.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Those
can
are
definitely do that.
session notes as calculated by count.
Yeah, I posted that all under Sesh or P. Where is that actually?
Session notes.
Yeah, session notes. Yeah, perfect.
It's right. It's above. I'll scroll up a little bit.
Oh shit! Yeah, I must have read that your post early in the morning. Yes, nice.
Very nice. While you guys do that, I'll go over the answers. Feel free to interrupt and ask Count questions as he distrode the gold. So there was a lot of loot tossed around last time, a lot of money as you guys pillaged the keep and stuff and found a bunch of goodies. So we're gonna get into. Fuck. Why did I do that? All right. So starting from the top, actually we're gonna go over the standings from this mega trivia as the winner of this massive trivia marathon can distribute 1 inspiration. Since she already has it, Des, you are the winner for the trivia today. 700 experience points all together. Nicely done. Why don't you go ahead and give one player an inspiration? Who's it going to be?
Everyone pick a number from 1 to 10.
That's so equitable of you.
5.
7.
Damn it! I wanted 7.
I
Alright,
rolled it.
I'll take 3. I'll take 3.
2.
Yeah, it's fine, right?
All right, add yourself an inspiration, Mr. Count. All right, Des, you took it with 700 experience. You did not miss a single question. Great job.
Well, the giant's
legend.
name I did not have.
That one got credited. That one got credited on the account. In second place, Mr. Tony with the 650 bomb. And in third place, Puzzled with the 600 and Mr. Count with the 550.
Damn.
So really close. Everybody
I thought I
did
was
really
doing
good.
You guys on top of it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
What did they call the griffins?
My kittens!
Kittens?
Oh, that's
Or
right.
kitties.
Kittens,
He said
yeah.
kitties. Yeah, either
Kitties,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew she said. I just couldn't
Oh.
conjure it from my brain.
It was one moment, and it was when they were getting attacked, and you guys dipped out. He's like, my kitten!
I still think wing sluts is better, but
Wow. What's is fair? I mean,
What's
it's not bad.
wrong with you?
It's not bad. All right, let's go over the answer, shall we? So right off the rip, at the top, what is the ordning in the giant society? A social hierarchy that determines a giant's status. Any answer that involved the breakdown of the giant status would have netted you the monies. The EXP. 2.
the question was what determines it?
What
like-
is the ordning?
Oh,
in
what
the
is the
giant?
or? Oh, sorry. Okay.
So anything revolving, if you go into anything past giant hierarchy, in any detail, I gave the bonus. What type of giant traditionally holds the highest rank? Storm. How do giants determine their place in the ordning? Displaying strength, skill, or accomplishments in any capacity. Each different hierarchy of giant has their own method of establishing dominance. And in most cases, it is strength, skill, or accomplishments. Whether that's felling a large foe, raw strength, literally moving a rock, or a skill, forge mastery in some cases. So, kind of complex. We covered it briefly in verbal, but I just wanted to go over some giant lore. Type of giant is considered to be the lowest ranking hill giants. What is the primary goal of the Lord's Alliance? As a organization is considered, their goal is to maintain stability, security across the Sword Coast and beyond. How they do that, however, is determined by the eyes of the beholder, if you will. So, anything revolving security and stability, fighting Tiamat, opposing the dragon or the giant insurrection, anything along those lines would have gotten you the money there. What is the name of the cloud giant that lived in the cloud? That was a Zephyros. Zephyros. What does the cloud giant call the griffins that resided in the tower? His kittens or his kitties. I can't remember what I actually said, but
Kittens, I
it was
think.
something along those lines.
Sounds
Was it
right.
kittens?
Sounds right, yeah.
What color was the dragon Clarion that delivered the dwarven assault team? Silver. Nice job on the recap. What faction did they belong to? The Lord's Alliance. Describe to me the depth of your Plague Maw lore knowledge. We went over a ton of that, and where did I put that? If anybody wanted to go over that, we can. I need to put that into the thing so you guys have a pamphlet. But essentially, he is of the domain of decay, pestilence, and trickery. His goal is to spread decay, establish an anchor to the material plane. He does fight against Shantea, the goddess of life and agriculture. And through that, Sylvanas. He has other fights internally, but he has allies as well. We talked a little bit about the goddess of disease and poison. And he lives in the abyss. What are the 3 locations that Morak mentioned to go following the liberation of Nightstone? You guys did a great job on this. Golden Fields, Bryn Shander, and Tribor. Bryn Shander was co-located adjacent to Icewind Dale. So I use Icewind Dale to kind of like plant a landmark. So if you said Icewind Dale, I took that as well. And lastly, what did the giants say was going to happen at Golden Fields? A giant invasion. So, a large invasion, but one comprising of giants. See that? A little wordplay there.
Did you say what type of giants were attacking it?
Yeah, as a byproduct of you bringing up giant titties. Hill giants. Remember the hill giant mother with bad breath and yeah, it came up because of you.
Want to be clear, this was not in the book.
Want to be clear, giant titties not in the book. All right,
I have no recollection of that, but okay.
You did. Yeah, you brought up, and I brought up hill giant titties. So.
Okay. Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you pushed the insane cloud giant, so that's on you. All right. So you guys distributed gold. Is everybody okay with that? Where it stands?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're rolling in it, man.
Okay, great. You guys fell down from the cloud tower as chaos erupted above you. You see the dragon kind of limply fly away. The cloud is still in the air above you, 1,000 feet, and you guys ended up drifting a little far. As you hit the ground, you kind of started developing some game plan in the RP chat, and you guys kind of have an understanding to where you want to go take care of this Plague Maw issue. So you guys find yourself co-located at a familiar site where you guys came into Nightstone. So you're about from the Elf Enclave. You are about a day's travel on foot from that. Or sorry,
How far
I
are
think
we
it's
from
10
Nightstone?
miles. Let me pull up the map here. You guys should be on. The icon is accurate to where you're at, with the red arrow showing you the route to the Elf Enclave. So if you pull out the measure tool,
Okay.
and you pull out the line, it will show you over map distance. So 25 miles, which is 1 day of travel on foot.
We can cut that down if we stop off in Nightstone and grab the horses that were offered to us by Morak before we jumped into the floating tower. Now we just gotta not get tangled up in their business when we go get them, but should we stop off and grab them? Or do you think those guard boys made it across the gap and told the rest of the town that what's her name is dead?
It hasn't been very long since we were up there.
It
How long
hasn't
did we
been-
spend on the cloud?
Not that long, but
10 minutes? 15 minutes?
I think it's just a discussion regarding whether or not we should.
I'm
Go
good
back to the
going to
town to cut down.
Nightstone.
You're
It'd
good
be
to go to
nice have
Nightstone?
horses.
We'll get some horses.
I'm fine with horses, yeah.
Puzzled, the only one hesitant. I know those bitches. I don't want no horses.
Exactly.
Okay,
Dodge
you guys
was
can proceed.
appointed to be here.
Okay. So you guys are going, just so I understand, you're going to Nightstone. You're going to travel right around 3-4 hours. You're going to make the small movement to Nightstone, grab your horses, and then you're going to meet up with Morok, get the horses, and then make your way to.
We were just gonna
Arctic
like
Fort.
waltz in and take them, like
He
intentionally
already said
trying
we
not
could
to
have
get.
them.
Right. Our goal is to get in and out though, and not get entangled in the web of their lives, right?
Okay. All right, very good. You have no issues. The drawbridge is down. As you guys kind of begin to trek through, the forest looks, as you guys land, there isn't really any change with the landscape as you guys push forward. The town is largely in rehabilitation. You weren't gone for very long. In overall aspects of time, you were gone for like 8 hours from when you like talked to Morak, went into the keep, did this, back down, moved forward, back to Nightstone. So it was like a cyclical function.
Most of
The
it
town-
was book reading.
What's that?
Most of it was book reading.
Yeah, it's just
One combat and 3 books.
book reading, lots of book reading, courtesy of Magarko being a knowledge whore. And you guys make your way back to Nightstone, cross over the bridge, and right to your right, about 50 feet in, you see the corral of horses, which are the bandits' horses.
We just start grabbing them, putting the tackle on.
Okay.
You know what it's called? Is it tackle?
That's for fishing. I think it's
What?
No, I
What's
think
it-
it's riding tackle also, but
Puzzle,
Is it
can you
right?
help?
yeah, puzzle.
is it right tackle? Hold on, we talked about this, guys.
It's tack. You're right. Thank you,
A
puzzle.
tackle box is for
Tack.
fishing.
It's tack.
Toby's that one
Barn
friend
tack.
who always says someone else's name wrong, and then you can never remember it right. Yeah, he just like injects that false thought into the.
Thank God we have puzzled here.
I hate how well you nailed that, because that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, cunt.
What was that? What was that
Yeah.
giant's name? Boreas, something with winds.
All right. You guys get your horses. Each one of you can add a draft horse to your inventory as kind of management for that you have a horse. I'm not going to drop in tokens for that scenario. But you guys mount up. Yeah, draft
Listen,
horses.
she's
Oh
upset.
God.
She's
yep.
like, she's
I'm
like,
sorry.
"Excuse me."
Riding
Yeah,
horses. I
rude.
don't,
She
I
doesn't
don't
want
know.
it.
I don't know.
She's like, if I don't get a destrier,
Oh
I am
God!
not
Don't
having-"
drag
Oh yeah,
don't
don't
drag
This looks like this
draft
is a bad
horse.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says it will turn my sheet into an NPC sheet, which is probably not what you want, but I guess add it to the inventory somehow.
A draft horse speed is 40 feet, riding horse is 60 feet, general travel and light work, a war horse, and then a show pony, a mule. So these will be draft horses.
Do I
for heavy
walk as fast as a draft horse?
40 feet.
It's slightly
like
faster.
Carts wagon. Yeah,
Although
it'll
I
be
guess
faster,
you're a monk,
but
so maybe you are actually faster, but it's slightly faster than
I
most
walk
of us.
40
miles
feet.
per hour.
Yeah.
30 miles, 40 feet. So if you want to do the math, you're more than welcome to travel on foot, but they do have a carrying capacity. So you can basically load them up and stuff like that.
Also, it was your
Uh.
fucking idea, so you better get on the horse.
I'm on the horse. Fuck
He
you.
wakes up and he's like, "Wow, dude, I'm faster." Like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Can I use my key to like
You're more
inspire
than
them?
absolutely. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
right. I don't need to go faster. We did talk
you want
about.
to dash for 20 miles? By all means. Okay, Flash.
The nerd
The good thing is, while I'm on the horse, I think I can summon Flappy the bat.
Oh,
Because I'm
Flappy.
not actually moving, I'm just gonna sit there.
Yeah, that's fine. During overland travel, you guys
Flappy
can
is
do
back.
everything up to a long rest. No long rest stuff unless you guys stop and do a methodical kind of situation.
So we did kick around in the RP chat, dropping off puzzled at some location prior to getting there.
I'm sorry, I keep clicking things. I'm trying to open them for myself.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's the little eye. In case you didn't know.
Well, I don't know how to. I was trying to close Featherfall, and it just sent it to chat. I don't know.
Enjoy.
Okay, there's the little eye. Thank you.
All right, no worries. Yeah, so you guys wanted to drop off puzzled so that she doesn't create conflict with the Elfin Enclave.
I'll stay with her.
Yeah, we could do that. I was also thinking that in one of those books, there was a little bit of knowledge about the Emerald Enclave, and one of their tenets is actually the treating of the sick and injured. So I thought we could maybe appeal to their sense of mercy and recuperation. So maybe bringing her
Okay.
and being somewhat honest about the situation might actually be beneficial.
Yeah, I may have damaged that a little bit in my being somewhat dishonest about it. But you know, maybe
But they
we.
don't know.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I've got plausible deniability that I didn't know she was afflicted by Plague Maul. But could everybody see the rat hands, or could we only see the rat hands because of magic?
Negative. It's a physical altercation or
It is a-
alteration.
Okay. Okay. I mean, fuck it. Let's bring her with us, and if it goes south, we'd like to have her with us anyways.
What do you think, Ira? It's your hands in question.
Feel like I should stay back and you guys test the temperature, because what if they're just going to try to assassinate me?
Understood. That would not be great. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could try the appeal before we bank on its results.
Just out of bow shot.
If they need me to come in from my hiding spot, I'm willing to do that.
Okay. So you want to hang out with Ara somewhere near-ish, but not like
Near-ish.
directly in their line of sight.
Right.
Okay. I'm okay with
These
that.
are wood elves, so it's probably a decent scooch back versus, you know, a goblin.
So I'm hearing you guys are going to position up, post up Lyra and Aura off site of the Enclave. So the way this works is you guys head north from Nightstone on horseback. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep. You guys are heading north, and you guys are going to break into the wood line. You'll find a familiar path that you guys have traveled to the Dripping Caverns. As you break north, there's still the remnants, you know, slightly aged now, and some of these orc remains have been like picked clean from wildlife and stuff like that. The arrows still exist in the trees, and you know that if you bear Ninja, you know if you bear left as you're walking to Dripping Caverns, you know the path to the Elfin Enclave. If you continue north, you go to the Dripping Caverns. So it's a short 10-minute walk from the Elfin Enclave to the Dripping Caverns. And on horse, it's going to be a little bit quicker, a little bit louder. So where would you like to post up Ara and Lyra in relation to the Elfin Enclave?
Maybe at the cave, right? And leave the horses with them. That way they've got cover to use and
Use the horses as cover.
and the
Have cover
cave.
for that.
Like, yeah, I mean, both. They got a number of options with the cave. If it turns out they're being attacks are raining down on them, they can go in the cave. If attacks are coming right at them, get behind the horse.
So we want to leave her in a quote-unquote place of safety where she actually obtained the curse in the first place. Am I understanding that correctly? Just as
She
a...
can refill on rats. It'll be fine.
Yeah, just a little top-up. What about
Well, Ara's
halfway?
with her.
We could look
Right.
for minerals or whatever the hell's in there.
Oh, I don't like that she's trying to get back in the cave.
How about what about halfway?
I'll listen to
between-
suggestions from anybody else.
Yeah. What about halfway
What about-
between? So just like 5 minutes outside the conclave, but not directly, or
Oh, yeah.
the sanctuary, or whatever.
I like that.
But not
I like that.
necessarily in the direction of the cave.
Sold.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm hearing like the halfway point. You got Dripping Cave, Elfin Enclave,
You guys
kind of in the
stay with
soft
the
nugget
cave, I
center.
don't-
There. Okay, so about 5 minutes of travel time for Ara and Lyra from the Elfin Enclave. And Magarko and Ninja are going to go forward and head to the Elfin Enclave. Is that right?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Of which you will leave the horses with Ara and Lyra.
Actually, I guess I don't know if it matters if we approach quietly. We actually might want to approach on horse, right? Magarko?
Yeah, I think so. We're not doing anything underhanded here. So
That old horse diversion was. Alright.
Very good. Okay. So Magarko and Ninja are going to approach on horseback. Okay. Cool. You guys are able to do so. You guys make your parting ways, and you begin to walk towards the Elfin Enclave. And the canopy of the forest, as you guys kind of move forward, it like clears out, you know, and there's like a walkway that you guys have seen. You've actually seen it twice. When you first met Thurndil, he didn't announce himself, but Ninja, you would know him as such. And
Point that out to
Magarko,
Magarko. That's the leader guy.
and you walk.
You
through
do the
this
talking,
clearing.
buddy.
It's nestled within, like, over the top. There's a lot of vines that traverse through the trees, but ultimately, in the middle of the clearing, it's the only spot where there aren't trees. There's several stone structures, and
I know
I'll
there's a
move
map
you
for
over
it.
there.
What's on the map?
Yes, there's. I'm giving you the narrative first.
I like the narrative. The narrative's
Patience,
fresh.
child.
It's fresh.
Patience.
What's it smell like?
It smells like fresh
pretty.
foliage, untainted, with a slight flow of water, so there's humidity in the air, you know, because throughout the forest there really wasn't, but as you get close to this little flow, there's like moss, and so it does have a different tinge to it. Lyra and Ara, you guys are not actually here, but I move you here for the scene. You approach, and the ninja, the locations of the archers, they're at the base of the tree, and they see you there. They do not appear to be hostile in any way, shape, or form. Their posture is neutral as you approach, and so you're outside of earshot right now of Thurndil, and he is over talking to another archer, pacing back and forth, and they begin to kind of like move around him to hear his guidance. But you guys are out of earshot right now. How would you like to proceed?
We just waltz up, clipboard, and vest in hand. Like we belong there.
Yeah, I'll slowly move forward, but keeping an eye on them to see if the vibe changes.
I am letting Magarko lead as I intend for him to speak first.
I'll just like stop
Alright.
at this water because I don't know if it's sacred to them or something, and just kind of look up and see if he's taken attention of us.
He has. The archers that he's talking to, the elven archers, point like this at you approaching, and Thorondil turns around and post the doubt. Cloak still up. He turns around and moves towards and waves you across the water to come towards the center of the rock formation.
Okay, I will do so. I'm keeping an eye on these archers. Do they have like bows out, or are they a little more casual?
They are casual right now. They're
Okay.
neutral position. Their shoulders kind of like hunched up towards their ears. You know that their kinesics are not super hostile. However, they're not super passive
Sure.
in this scenario. And Thorondil turns and he nods towards Ninja and he looks at you. I don't believe he met you last time as you guys came
Correct. It
to
was
the
just
Dripping Cave.
Ninja and
Mhm.
actually, it might have just been Ninja if I remember correctly. He certainly hasn't met me.
It was, yeah, it was just me.
Oh,
So
I was
he'll-
there because I had to ask him for a torch.
Yep, you did. Most of the party was
Oh,
there.
the first time through. The first
The
time.
first
The first
time,
time,
yep.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Ninja's third time, so he's familiar with Ninja, and he'll kind of look towards you, put his hand on his chest, and he'll say, "Welcome back." And what brings you here?
So, in an attempt of diplomacy, I'll also kind of put my hand on my chest, mimicking his gesture, and I'll say, "Hail Thorondil, Warden of the Forest. We come seeking consultation and healing, for one of our member has become afflicted by a devious curse. In a moment of weakness, the rat demon sunk his fangs into her soul, and we struggle to banish him without help."
I'm assuming you reference the one known as Plague Maw. Is that correct?
Unfortunately, yes.
And how did this come about? Because I believe I warned him of Plague Maw's presence.
Well, as you can see, I'll put a hand on Ninja here. He is not the one afflicted, so he very well heeded the warning, but some of us are not as wise as others.
I understand. And where are they now?
We did not want to desecrate the sanctity of your sanctuary here, and so the party member in question was a little bit outside, and we can happily lead you to them. But as I do this, I'm checking to see, like, is he, as a Oath of the Watcher, I'm very familiar with the feeling of righteous smititude, so I want to kind of keep an eye on him if he's leaning in this highly violent direction.
You can roll an insight with advantage.
Okay, insight.
Are we both attempting that?
Just Magarko.
18.
Utilizing his auth. You get the feeling that this individual, with his well-kept kind of appearance, his figure of authority, his body language towards you, and his neutral communication style, that he represents some sort of an inquisitive position to what you're referencing in Plague Maw and how far it's pressed into the individual. He's interested in if it has physically manifest in any way. So he's interested. He maintains his neutral posture. Himself as an individual, he inhabits the aura, if you will, of like a lawful good kind of individual. And so he kind of looks back at his archers and he lowers them down and says, "So you have a party member that has become afflicted with Plague Maw, and you wish to seek a resolution. And I believe I have offered one to your counterpart here. Simply destroy those who are afflicted, and that will rid his anchor to the material plane."
I look over at Ninja, take a moment, and I reach down into my chainmail and I bring out the symbol of my oath, which is like a little eye with a sword behind it for the Oath of the Watchers. And they say, I understand your
Are you not
perspective."
healers?
Yeah, I understand your perspective to the depths of my soul. Nonetheless, is it not the concord of the Emerald Conclave to nurture and repair those who have injured? Is it not in the best interests of nature to encourage convalescence and rebirth? Or do you burn every inflicted tree in your forest?
As one who sees and watches, I also watch. I watch the balance of nature and life and work hand in hand with the Emerald Enclave. As a matter of fact, we do have an individual here that can provide guidance, but I will not do tidings with you while you have a veil over your eyes. Remove the veil and let me see your eyes and yourself as you truly are.
I'll, without hesitation, pull back the veil.
Good. And I see in you that you do speak with honest words. And it is true, the Emerald Enclave will seek to heal and remove the influence of plague and disease, especially one brought forth by Plague Maw. She will be curious to speak with you on what has happened, and I believe she may have a remedy to the situation. He will turn and nod, and one of the archers will walk back, and he'll disappear into the woodline. And he'll come back with an individual who, as she closes the gap between you guys from the woodline, she will look like this. With silver hair, pointed ears, clearly an elf, wood elf at that, with a moss-covered swirled staff, and a crown made of leaves and branches and intertwined vines.
Ooh, let's go.
Relax.
Oh no, she's hot.
Pretty.
Relax.
That's a Smite 2 skin if I've seen one.
I'm all about the Riz, so bring it on me. But,
Nice. No, like the moss armor is cool.
So she'll approach behind the archer and then slowly take the lead. And she'll kind of walk with a grace, for sure. And she'll approach behind Therendil and she'll do the same gesture. She'll lean forward and look at both of you. And Therendil will turn and say that these are the individuals, and they seek your guidance, Sylvan. Sylvan will approach, very kind in her demeanor, and say, you are the two seeking the absolution of your friend, yes?
Indeed. She is a young druid with too loving a heart for all creatures, and I believe it was her desire to be in touch with all manner of mammals that led her down a false path.
I understand, and I will help you. But first, bring her to me. I must assess how far this plague has afflicted her.
Can we bring you to her?
Are you aware of the state of our deep forest?
We got through it, no issues.
You did. And I'm assuming you saw the remnants of conflict.
Seems like you guys handled it as well.
We did. However, there is a reason that I reside here in this enclave, and just further north remains your absolution, your friend's absolution. I will not leave this place, you can bring her here, and I will guide you to absolution.
This seems like a.
Invitation.
This seems like.
Although
a
she
very
keeps saying
acceptable-
absolution. I don't like that word.
What
Got
means that
A
word?
little bit of an edge to it.
Certainly, we'll return momentarily, and I'll turn and walk off.
Okay.
And then on the way
You guys
back,
are able to leave, no problem.
Ninja and I can discuss the definition of absolution. But basically, we would head off to Lyra and then fill you in, kind of verbatim. Wouldn't hide anything from you. It sounds a little bit intense, but my take on the guy is that if he really wanted to kill you, I think I would have gotten a different vibe from him. I'm hoping that it's just your hands, quote unquote, that will be good. But yeah, exactly. Maybe don't make that face with them.
How bad do you need your hands on a scale of 1 to 10?
If you could look the least rat-like possible for the next 12 hours, it would be lovely.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
But I think this seems like a fair opportunity, but I cannot say it's without risk.
Okay. I will go with you guys with some slight reservation.
We got your back.
Is your microphone your audio input, or is it your webcam?
Oh, is it not sounding good?
It sounds
Not
low
as silky
volume.
smooth as it usually does.
Sometimes if your Discord updates, it goes to your webcam audio.
Yeah.
But now, is this better?
Is better. It's still quiet, but it is better.
It's not like I can't hear the air in between us.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go down and get some more limoncello, and I will be right back.
All right, while we wait, I heard that there was, you guys will approach as a party.
I think so. Did Lyra confirm that she's...
Yes. I'm coming, but I have some anxiety about it.
We're still gonna show solidarity and like 3-point star flanker here.
I'll be behind her.
Word.
So you guys will kind of have her in the center of your formation moving into
Yeah.
the Enclave.
Delivering
Okay.
our sick person in a mask formation.
Okay, and
That's
we'll wait for
active.
Magarko. Oh, where is my little... Tony, I wanted to show you this while we wait for Magarko. Check out this bad boy. Boom, look at this. High noon. Boom. Camel holder. Reload. Boom.
Nice.
Look at that.
I like those little metal holders. I got a reversible, or it's not reversible, but the lid is 2 different sizes so it can hold skinnies or regs.
Okay. So you guys are moving back. No problems at all. 5-minute walk. You guys come back in to the Enclave. Same exact scenario. And you guys can approach as you see fit. They're still there.
I would kind of indicate that maybe I can go first, and then like Ninja can go behind, and then like Ara and Lyra can be in between, so they're kind of like sandwiched in.
We sorted that when
Yeah.
you were getting your
Ah, okay, yeah. You don't feel
protection formation.
too exposed.
Hut, hut, hut.
All right. You guys take on your little formation, and Darendil and Stilwyn are kind of like just watching, waiting for you to cross the water.
I'm
I tell
actively
Lyra, you
looking
never lied
around.
to your doctor or your lawyer.
And as you approach, someone will hold out her hands like this. And she'll say, "Present me with the one who is afflicted."
I'll
Cover
put
forward.
a hand on Lyra's shoulder just to give her some sense of comfort, so she knows that we're not far away.
And I will
Give her the
hesitantly
nod.
walk forward.
Let me see. How far has this affliction plagued you? She holds her hands.
I'll present my little rat hands.
She'll grab your hands and she'll look at the affliction. And then she'll, respectfully let go. She'll say, "I see. It seems that Plaguemore's affliction is in its early stages. He seeks to establish you as an anchor, a vessel to which he will enact plague and disease and ultimately rebirth in this plane. There is a way that you can remove this. However, it is not easy, as he has already taken physical manifestation in your body. And I'm not sure if you are ready for the rite, the passage through the forest. It will be extremely difficult and dangerous."
We're no strangers to difficulty and danger.
Sounds fun.
Yes, I get that from your party.
Marco is just shaking his head.
You're the paladin, man. Come on.
Well, Plaguemore's taint on you will have to be extracted in phases. It will be quite intense for
Kill all the
you.
Horcruxes.
There will be a large amount of manifestation throughout this process. It will simply grow more and more intense as you move through this rite, extracting Plaguemore's presence on you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Did we insight check her? Can
Yeah.
I do that? Getting a weird vibe here. Why is that not? Did it roll? It did roll.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
And as she kind of like stares at you, Ninja, as you kind of like, scan her, she seems familiar with your kind of mental inquisition of her purity in stating, she says, "Do you question the rite of purification?"
I know a little bit more than I'd like to about Plaguemaw, and I know he's tricky, and I was just assessing whether your organization has been infiltrated. You say sounds like you want to progress Lyra through her transformation to somehow end it prematurely, and I just worry about you pushing it any further.
That is not the method of which purification will preside here,
I
but
misunderstood the method.
Lyra will undergo several different phases. She will not progress. However, the blight will be extracted from her being. And instead of it going free through this rite, she will shed it unto the ley lines of the forest. It will temporarily inhabit Plaguemaw's disease, his malice, his trickery, and his blight. However, it is not permanent. If you can purge each subsequent phase.
And you said that you're not sure we are ready. You mean she as an individual in terms of her hardiness, or us as a party in terms of our ability to deal with the purging of these ley lines?
All of which you mentioned is a subsequent risk. This will be of great danger, and I won't send you in unprepared, of course. And she'll reach down to kind of like her robe. She'll push it back and she'll grab out two small vials, cylinder, not like a potion, typical potion thing. But she will reach across and she will hand Lyra into her rat hands two of these swirling green vials. And she will say that these are elixirs of purity, of which come directly from the heart of the forest. These will allow you to purge a level of blight from Plague Maw's existence. As you press forward through the rite of passage, the blight will become very apparent to you as the forest will shift and change. Some of you may be afflicted by Plague Maw's presence simply by interacting with this rite. It is important that you control the blight and not allow it to spread.
We could all be warlocks. I'm just saying.
I think we're all shitless scared enough that we're gonna avoid the bad stuff at all costs.
So you can add 2 verdant salves, Lyra, to your inventory.
Okay.
Purge, 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 purge.
She will look at you as you stow those items. She says, due north from here, you will begin your journey. As you enter into the heart of the rite, you will make your way to the center of our deep forest. There you will find a site of which we commonly use to purge any sort of malady to the forest. However, with the route that Plague Maw has taken on your body, it will manifest into something quite dangerous. You cannot fail as you push into the forest, because if you manifest him, his anchor will be complete.
We'll send as
Understood.
many
Pressure.
people as you think we need with us.
So I'll look to Silwyn and say, Wizened Healer, you say that Plague Maw's appearance may manifest on the rest of us as well as the one who is afflicted. Would it be possible that you provide us or lay a stamp of identification on the 4 of us so that we may know each other when Plague Maw seeks to deceive us?
I can provide you with something that might be of a little more use. Drink from the waters here at the Enclave. Head to the center of the ritual site, and when you summon Plague Maw in his manifestation, this elixir of purity will prevent the deception that Plague Maw will incite upon you.
This is a trying task, but nonetheless we are grateful. Assuming we are successful, how can we repay you for your guidance and counsel?
I think the purging of the ancient evil would be thanks enough.
Indeed. It will, as the Emerald Enclave cannot allow the. Hang on, let me change the ambiance. I don't want that yet. We don't want that.
Oh, I gotta get in.
The Emerald Enclave will not allow Plaguemaw to exist. However, our resources are limited. And there has been efforts into this rite that have resulted in failure. You are not the first to undergo this rite. Unfortunately, Ferendul here brought me here for a reason, as his own brother has pushed into this rite previously and was not successful in the task that you four are about to undergo, and he simply never returned.
Did he try it alone?
He did not. He went with several other elves from this enclave, and they now preside not only to secure this and aid the Emerald Enclave, but to prevent the Orcish insurrection. There are several things that remain to be done in our deep forest. It's not simply Plaguemaw. However, this rite is a focal point of our deep forest.
So you'll help?
I have given you as much help as I can offer, and as you can see, through attrition and conflict, there is not many that remain to defend this place.
Shall we get to it?
Let's. And I'll gesture over to the waters here.
Oh yeah. I lap some up.
I also drink a little bit of the water.
Against Dave Matthews' advice, I am gonna drink the water.
You look upstream and there's an elf pissing, and no, I'm just kidding.
Just right into their sacred
That's
pool.
what
Makes it holy.
Oh no, the
Alright.
sacred pool's over there.
That's not what I meant. It's over there. Okay, so you guys do so.
Yep.
You consume it. Anything else that you guys would like to do after consuming the water?
I'm just gonna ask, because I don't know, is anyone in possession of any sort of potions or anything like that that might come in handy in a pinch? So I certainly don't have anything.
I don't either, but I've got a kit for making them.
Make potions?
I got an herbalism kit, and I got. So I'm pretty sure I have potion making.
We didn't take a long rest.
We didn't?
No.
Did we need to? Have we expend any spell slots since we?
We fought a sword.
Okay.
No, we.
I used up 2 spells.
No. Oh yeah, the sword's the only thing that we fought. Oh, but you use up slots for.
I used up 2.
I
You don't
used up
have
one
to. My
spell
main
slot.
thing isn't magic, but
I'm topped up. I got full health, full key.
at the end of the last session, I already clicked the long rest button because I think we were counting on
I
just.
thought there was
Oh, yeah,
a
didn't-
statement that
amongst
we
the
were
travel.
taking.
As you,
Yeah.
When we landed in the clearing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
while you guys are debating this, the Silwen will look at you both and realize that you guys are bickering about whether or not you guys are ready for the task. She will recommend simply relax. You are in no rush as of right now. The manifestation in your friend is controlled. However, if she is exposed to any other Plaguemaw presence, it will manifest further. It seems that what initially caused this is no longer with her. Simply relax, take time, long rest, as you call it. And I will prepare something that will help you further.
Thank you. And
As you guys bicker about long rest in front of NPCs.
Fucking didn't bicker about shit. But I do notice that several of us clicked the button at last session, so maybe that one did happen.
Then rejoice, relax, and in the morning you guys will push forward into the right.
Okay.
And you guys all can, if you haven't already, push the long rest button. And wow. And you guys can make camp, make your final preparations as you guys undergo the rite of purification in the morning. So would you guys like to do any downtime activities, preparation, or any sort of conversing with Thranduil and the crew here?
Is there anything that's super interesting or shiny around?
Interesting and shiny?
Yep.
Other than
Or shiny.
shiny, no, not really. There's several
What
different
else?
campfires that are made throughout the area, but they're kept very small, obviously due to wildfire. And they
Very
They're
convenient.
responsible. They're responsible.
very responsible enclave.
There's like a little
and
bucket
so
of water
in the
next to
center.
everyone.
Yeah, there's a bucket of water, so it's fair. But each of the archers kind of keep to themselves, very disciplined in their post. And so you can hear the faint smell of like small amounts of meat being cooked throughout the night, and the night is very calm. And Silwyn stays up all night in the center of the kind of rock formation, and she is working on something from behind, and Thranduil stays up with her all night. And that's what you guys kind of perceive.
If it seems like Thranduil, not Silwyn, but if Thranduil is approachable, I had a question for him, but if he seems like if he's helping her, then I don't
I'll
wanna
break
interrupt.
the ice for you because I wanted to go up to him anyways and say,
Charge right in there.
I didn't know about your brother. Sorry about that. We're gonna honor him as we attempt this right. And then I duck out.
He'll just simply look at you with a stone cold face, and he will have the face of remorse, but he accepts it, puts his hand on his chest as you walk away.
Good. Seeing that Ninja didn't get his head shot off, I'll also just swing up to him and say that it seems like you're the warden of this area. Are you aware of the hill giant attack to the north?
The only way that we become apparent of hill giant movement is to the north of our deep forest on the outskirts. Large amounts of wildlife will be consumed by the hill giants. So everything from the north has recently pushed to the center of the woods to seek some sort of safe haven. So to that regard, we are aware of the ecological impact of hill giants moving through the terrain. However, we weren't aware that they were moving to Golden Fields.
Yes, this is recent information for us as well. Do you have any concern about that, or would you only be concerned if this pressure into the ecology continued?
It would largely depend on the goal of the hill giants. It's certainly no goal of mine to see civilization of humans and other individuals fall to the hill giant incursion. However, hill giants in number they often infight as they establish themselves as a hierarchy. There will only be a few hill giants that move together, often one female and several males of which she subjugates to follow them and do her bidding. Females in the hill giant society reign supreme. So no, in summary to your inquiry, I would not be able to do directly anything to the hill giants. I cannot fight every single conflict that passes through our deep forest. However, working with Sylvan here, I have established a higher purpose. Working with the Emerald Enclave is my current priority, and hill giants may be beyond my capacity at this time. If you look around, this is all we have left. Just a handful of us to defend this right, defend the Ardeep Forest.
I understand. We all have to understand the reach and grasp of our capabilities. Good night.
He'll
And
nod.
nod and head off to bed.
He'll nod at your wisdom, and he'll put his hand on his chest as you walk away and go to bed. Anything else for the night? No? Okay. The sun rises. The campfires are diminished. There is no longer a smell of meat. And you do smell, that dew smell has gotten quite stronger. And as you wake, Sylvan is standing, and she will walk towards you guys' where you guys camped up, and she will hold out 2 more vials. And so these vials are, which I actually mixed up, so the Verdant salves that you guys got earlier. These. I'm gonna correct these. All right. She will give you 2 more elixirs. And I will put those in the chat. And that is what she will give you. Previously, she gave you the Verdant Salve, which I mixed up. Restores 20 health points, flat, no rolling, and grants advantage on Constitution saving throws for 1 minute. She will also, previously, she gave you the Elixir of Purity, which removes 1 blight level when consumed.
Okay.
Which one is she giving us now? Which 2 are she?
She gave you the elixir. I mixed it up a little bit. The elixir of purity is what she gave you earlier. Removes 1 blight level. She just gave you 2 Verdant salves, which restores 20 hit points flat and grants advantage on con saves for 1 minute.
Would it maybe be wise, Ara, if actually you held on to the and now I'm confused which one's which, but the healing ones, because everyone else of us has the ability to heal, but you don't.
Sure. The Verdant salves. Yeah, I'll take those. How do we handle potions? Is it an action? And does it have to be like taken, or like I've played some games where you could literally throw them at your feet and it would still absorb. So I don't know.
Yeah, we're not doing that because if you throw it at a player, I'm going to give you bludgeoning damage and or piercing as the glass shatters into your friend. So
okay, I'm just wondering how we're handling
I
that.
thought it was.
This is let's get
I thought
bonus
it was,
action.
Yeah, bonus action for yourself, action
Mhm.
for a friend, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
If
that
you're
is correct.
Administering, it is an action.
Mhm. Correct. Yep. So potions, self-administered bonus action, friend-administered action. That's what we went over in the session.
Actually, do you mind if either myself or Ninja takes one of those? Because what I just realized during the last fight, you were about 45 feet away from us, and if one of us goes down, it will be a hell of a time for you to get there before.
I'm
maybe.
gonna be far away.
Yeah, which is
okay,
perfect.
so I'll take one.
Yeah, if you
give
don't
Magarko
mind.
another one.
Perfect, just so that I can. It's like, I'm playing this in my head, actually. Alright, one verdant salve. I'll mark it down. And then, Lyra, you have the 2 elixirs of purity. Cool. Where do I add an item? So.
Can I ascertain how to verdant salve by looking at it?
I'm sorry?
Can I learn how to make verdant salve? Does it take amber root and faintly glowing mushrooms?
Interesting. Good question. She'll notice that you are inquisitive of the verdant salve. She will say that this remedy in particular requires 6 to 8 hours to make and has taken me several years to master. It comes directly from the heart of the forest, and is localized to the deep forest. But yes, you can learn to make this remedy. With the help of your druid friend and her access to the nature's ley lines, you can manifest the magic that inhabits the Sword Coast underneath the surface of everything you walk on, everything you interact with. There's connections, life. This in
Force,
particular, the Force. You can manifest this at a certain point to create the verdant salve. So, following your rite of passage, and after you have mastered the ability to control the ley lines themselves, return to me, and I will show you how to make the verdant salve.
Oh yeah.
Then, with your preparations in hand, are you ready to depart? Very good. Then we shall venture forth. We will leave this place, and for a time, you will see that the forest will begin to shift. Lyra, you will experience discomfort. As we move deeper into the rite, there are 3 phases to this rite. Each one of them will have its own challenge, which will test your strength, your resolve, and your constitution. She'll begin moving north, leading you guys out of the Enclave.
Just before we get completely away from the water, I just want to whisper to
Grab another
Silwyn.
sip.
Yeah, I just want to whisper to Silwyn. Do we need to refresh our water, or was it enough to drink it yesterday?
That remains to be seen. Did you urinate?
I mean, I'm gonna assume yes.
She
Well,
asked
that's kind
that.
of
I
a
just go
personal
towards the water.
question, but-
Yeah, she's gonna ask where.
She asked that, and I'm
as-
like,
As mystical as this place is, biology remains a factor. If it's in your body, then you are protected from deception. However, if you urinated the mystical waters of this enclave and our deep forest, then I cannot help you. I simply ask a question. Did you urinate, Magarko?
Oh, okay, hold up. Actually, no. See, I was thinking of Nate, the old man, but Magarko is a reptile. That motherfucker only needs to pee and poop once a week. So, no, I didn't urinate, but I'm gonna look to the other mammalian
yeah,
creatures
I
here
heard
and
this,
make-
and
yeah.
I go to get more.
Yeah, okay. So I just kind of, I just do a little, a little.
I don't
Why
say
do you
anything. I'm
have-
just
I-
going to the water.
As you walk away, she puts her hand on her chest and goes,
God damn. Oh, Ricky, so good. Good. Then make sure we re-up on our blessed water here.
Did you go potty before we leave?
You caught me. That was gonna be a thing. Yo, did you pee? Oh, you're fucked. All right. With that, I actually, as you brought that up, I suddenly have to go pee. So again,
Yeah,
I'm drinking a
I'm
lot.
gonna do it.
So
I'm gonna do it too.
I have half a bottle of prosecco in my bladder and one fucking high noon.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
get
yeah, good.
tea.
Now is a good transition period because we're gonna go hard here in a second.
Good to know.
Oh boy, Daddy got a little turnt early in the day. Yikes!
You?
Yeah, we gotta slow down a little bit. All right.
Like trying to get back in your chair. You're like, oh. Actually,
Yeah, no, I got up, and I was like, oh fuck, there's the bottle of, oh shit, there's the bottle of prosecco. It's at the bottom there.
Jesus
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I probably had
we're
a
gonna
pretty
relax.
healthy pouring on my second one. I'm like, oh hello.
Attaboy. Attaboy. I love me some Saturday day drinking. It's my weekend. This is the marathon sesh. I've been preparing for this. I got snacks.
Yeah.
I'm ready to dip into those in a little bit.
Magarka's
Yeah.
gonna go from all his fancy talk to slurring his words.
Yeah, he's like the fucking purge and manifestation.
Purge heretic.
Fucking love it.
It's gonna be straight up like George Bush cowboy attitude here. Like, fucking, we're gonna bring the freedom. We're gonna bring them to freedom.
Bring the freedom. Oh God. All right, waiting on 2. We're ready to rock and roll. Put a little Zinni in. Well played. Fun fact, since we are in a little bit of a hiatus, Count, me and you kind of talked about this a little bit. I like to do like so we talked about like dialogue and stuff like that, just sidebar. I put in, so those consumables that you guys had, those are in here, but you could only get them via dialogue. So dialogue objectives, yeah. So they are,
Nice.
she wasn't going to give you guys anything, but via your guys' dialogue and your selection of word choice, you guys were able to get into some of the consumables that she had on hand.
Yeah, that salve was no joke, man.
Yeah, I
20
got them
HP,
right
I
here.
heard what
that's
it does.
That's some shit. That is
Yeah,
an
so,
entire
yeah.
paladin level worth of lay on hands without the creepy touching.
Yeah.
It's
So
still
there's-
salve. You have to apply it.
It's true,
Mhm,
actually.
yeah.
It is salve. It's actually, truly, it's not a potion. You make.
You can lay on
Yeah.
hands, salve up your hands.
Yeah, just
I've got more.
the on hands.
Stop making me a 12-year-old nerd.
I don't know why I do that. It's just a lay on hands.
I just watched Constantine the other day. I'm Papa Midnight before he blesses him, setting in the chair,
Ooh,
fucking make
nice.
it sick. You know, like that's me.
There you go. Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
with
That's
the
fair.
12-year-old Magic the Gathering.
Well, dude, the series is good. The guy who plays Constantine in the series is solid. It's like a little low budget, but it still lands. It's still good.
I mean,
Peacock,
it
I
on?
think. Peacock.
Peacock.
Fuck
I'll take
Peacock.
a look.
I don't. Yeah, I know it's a one-off, but that's what I used to study for your shit count. Was I watched the series? It's better.
Because I watched.
It's better for his Marvel. It's his DC persona.
Yeah. Okay. I got this. I'll get this.
Puzzle's out there. Is she urinating? Is she pissing away her enclave water?
You're taking a lap on the horses. All this talk about horses got her wanting to ride.
She's over there talking to the horses, doing speak with animals. You know.
I don't question she washed her hands, but you guys are really quick.
Okay, so that's valid. I did not wash my hands. But to be fair, I didn't touch my genitals. I simply pulled down my pants because I'm a man. So there's that. But I did touch the toilet, so yeah, I might be a little dirty.
I'm just poking through here.
Hi, Mama Desi, back the fuck up, okay?
Same.
Looking at the cloak, right? And I'm just asking myself, why in the mother of God would you want to put that on? I'm just looking
good,
at
it's
the
not-
art alone, and I'm like,
Oh, you're
that
looking
is
at the handout.
disgusting.
That's gone. It's gone.
I was holding it with my mage hand going, ew.
Yeah, and puzzled. See, she's got some demons. Okay, just puzzled in general. She's like, oh yeah, fucking. She's I'm curious. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be an interesting campaign, for sure.
Quickly
Spice.
establishing for canon, did you resummon Flappy?
I did on
Oh.
the horse ride here before the long rest.
Oh, does it have to be like recast on long rest or?
No, he's fine. Like I can send
okay.
him to a pocket dimension,
Hmm.
and he just stays there until I bring him back out. But he is
Yeah, so
out.
You can pull the bat familiar out of the familiar section in players.
I should do that. Just to
I'm
have
not
it up.
familiar with that section.
Yeah, you can. It's not visible to
Dad
you,
jokes.
but it's visible to her. Oh my God.
Wow, you really are to the bottom of that prosecco. That
I need to
should
do
really
it.
land
I need to do
whatsoever.
an Constitution saving throw on that one. There we go.
Failed.
18, I succeed.
Also, let's have a conversation about the Saint Nicholas the Chad and his like epic paladin cleric. It's like
I know,
plate
right,
art.
dude?
I didn't
He's a-
notice that the first time. He's got this straight up plate pauldrons on. Awesome.
He's a badass, dude. I was waiting because I was like, just in the weird case that somebody wants to fight him, he was jacked. His stat block is fucking yoked. You don't like absolute level 10 Christmas smite. Y'all don't want peppermint smoke, dude. I made him a unit just
like,
in case. And then
oh, I
he said
guess
it.
this
Somebody
is one
said,
for the naughty list.
Yeah.
Womp.
The universe ignites with peppermint. Yeah, a nebula forms above his fucking battle axe. All right, we need to
I
stop
do have a
drinking.
question about the cloak from Santa. There's one thing on it, and I don't understand what it means.
Does it interface with like a feat that you have? Maybe don't.
No, it says echoing whispers. The cloak occasionally shares fate, cryptic whispers about nearby objects or individuals. Do I have to instigate this, or is it just random?
DM should be providing a steady flow of those, and he forgot.
Ruh-roh.
You say, yeah.
Tony,
ahead and
you
roll-
understand
roll
we're
one
about to go into a
D100.
boss fight, right? And you don't want to gaslight the DM directly before.
Right,
Gaslight after is
gaslighting
fine. After is fine.
We can.
I'm not
we
trying to
can change
convince him
that.
something that didn't happen.
I'm just wondering if I have to like push a button to activate this thing.
No, we can change that to where I am going to forget 100%. So I'm going to edit that to where once a day you can roll a D100 to receive a whisper.
Just randomly?
Once a day. And
Once a
it
day.
could be,
It's like
it could be about something.
functionally is like a
your-
super perception check.
Well, no, you can ask. So generally speaking, as you guys progress, which is something down the road, as you become more attuned to different deities, patrons, whatever have you, during a long rest, or in some cases, you guys will be able to communicate with said factors. So with the magic item, it's not all-knowing. However, it does reach into a void of which you're not super aware. And so within things that are generally associated with like close proximity to you, the whispers will either give you some sort of information. Whether or not it's valid, that's completely up to you.
Okay.
So you can go ahead whenever you want. If you want to roll a D100 and receive a whisper, depending on what that number is, will dictate how that plays out. And where did I put that?
Okay, once a day.
Yes.
Once a day, yeah, let's change that. Good call, though. Great call out. I completely forgot. Honestly, I was so busy getting pounded by Tony's gauntlets that I forgot.
You forged those.
I did. But let's edit that. So once per long rest. Yep. Eyes in the dark. Cloak. Once per day. Once per day, the cloak shares. Okay. You can use that whenever you'd like.
Cool.
Good call out, though. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, I forgot. There's a item in another
totally-
campaign. The DM forgot too. That one, the item whispers for me, and we played for 9 months, and it didn't whisper once. Oh, that's fair. Good thing you brought that shit up. Okay, is everybody good? Tony, are you camera off for now?
I'm coming back. I'm just I had to grab another beer.
Oh, no worries.
He went to go wash his hands.
Yeah, I went to go.
Is that
Fine.
coffee puzzled? That is a legendary coffee mug.
Oh no, it's tea.
Ah, good for you. Very healthy.
This was my stallion.
Uldrick?
Aw.
5'7".
Maybe you figured out how to make tea taste good.
I
What?
bought an expensive.
I'm really interested in converting, but I can't.
Do you do milk and sugar in it?
No, it tastes weird. Although coffee tastes like dirt, so I don't know. I guess I could try.
Love a nice
Druid?
stiff black coffee.
Rogue. Druid? Rogue. Tea drinker? Fuck you. Tea drinker? Fuck you. Honestly, last real topic, but what changed it for me was moving to Germany, where it's like cold 6 months of the year. Then tea is then really nice. I don't know where you live, Desi, but that was the thing that changed it for me. Is like I get tired of drinking water at some point, so like there's like hundreds of kinds of tea to drink. Sophie's a big tea person. But
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
big
in
fan
New
too.
York. It's a cold-ish.
Okay, so we move. Everybody's back. You guys got a couple items, and we are moving into the wood breaks. As you guys clear the enclave, you move deeper into the forest north, and right as you guys start to kind of get into a thicker part of the woods, there's a clearing directly forward, and she stands there, and she turns to the party, and she says, "Directly follow this path, continue north. At a certain point, Lyra, you will know that you have reached the first phase of the rite of purification. Whence this begins, it is important that you do not leave, as the forest will contain the manifestation of Plague Maw. But if you leave, you give him free anchor and dominion over the rite. Finish the rite from start to finish, and you will be purged of his presence. Leave and fail, and you give him anchor in the material plane.
Just gonna like look at everyone and be like, no pressure, huh, guys?
The stakes couldn't be higher.
So like if we fail, we shouldn't leave.
Perhaps there is no such thing as fail.
Oh, I assure
Oh.
you there is. if there is an issue with the rite, and you do fail and or fall, the forest and the blight that you release from your body will inhabit your physical body, take control, and you will be a tool, all of you, to Plague Maw.
I believe in us. He says with a
Go team.
completely false sense of confidence. But we'll look to
Unironically, I believe in this.
Sylvan and Thurnell and ask if we should find his brother or those others who have failed the ritual before, how should we deal with them?
That's a good question.
If you find Thranduil's brother, simply release him from the affliction. The blight may have taken control of his body. He is no longer his brother. Defeat the blight, and you will free his brother's physical body and lay him to rest.
Damn, that's cold.
When she says release him, does that mean kill him? I'm just looking to lean over to Ninja.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Definitely what he meant.
We're good to go.
This is Ninja's
Yes.
hands of mercy that are also the throttling hands, you know? Like the pillow over the face sort of mercy. Okay, then let's get to it.
Then you will move forward, and I wish you the best of luck. And as you guys begin to pass through the overarching canopy, that begins to consolidate more and more. And Lyra, you begin to feel this heavy kind of like, almost like a cold come over your body. It's kind of light at first, and as you press forward, your conscious begins to become cloudy. And you emerge from the canopy in the clearing, and there is a open kind of wood, and I'm going to change. All right.
Ominous sounding.
Moving us over. All right, and the ground begins to muck under your feet, and the force shifts unnervingly as you enter the first of the blighted path. Once lush vegetation withers into sickly hues, and a faint hum of life is replaced by the buzzing of flies. In the center of the decaying glade lies an ancient symbol, carved and covered by the earth, pulsating faintly with a sickly green light. Smoke emanates, which seems to be similar to mist, thicker in some parts than others. Wasps in front of you. The forest around you seems to have been afflicted by some sort of plague and disease, grasping hungrily at the surrounding land, however seemingly contained. The forest beyond, which was filled with life, is no longer in your sight, covered by a veil of smog. Oh, can you guys see outside of the map?
Nope.
No.
I don't don't think
No.
so. Like I
My
can see
vision is
this
blocked
is
by a giant log.
this is an edge. This is an edge. I don't think
Okay,
so.
perfect. This is the first time that I didn't put a light layer surrounding the actual map. So I wanted to see if you guys could like see the like color of the Roll20 interface around it. But if you guys can only see the
Well,
map, then we're
I'll
I
send
see
you a
gray.
screenshot. I'll send you, but it's fine. This is what I expect.
yeah.
Also.
Could I see a screenshot if
Yeah, I'm
possible? I
sending
just
it.
want to see what it looks like.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Because you can just zoom in onto the map. Then I will basically.
Yeah, I don't like that.
move-
I don't. Let me fix that real quick. I don't like it.
It's fine. Just move to
Nope,
the
it's
middle
not fine.
Okay.
Nope, it's not fine.
Then I'm gonna move towards Lyra and say, I think your instincts will guide us best here, and we will keep an eye out for you.
Okay. And I'm gonna slowly start to walk towards the center.
As you guys kind of look left and right, you're walking right now in this kind of this muck, this mire kind of, and then to your right and left, the ground kind of comes out of the muck, and you see like these trees that have a lot of their vegetation gray and some of it black. The bark has fallen off, and the fallen trees have basically decayed down. And Lyra, as you kind of walk forward, you hear a slight kind of impingement on your conscience. And now Magarko and Ninja, as you guys hear it as well, you hear, does anyone speak Sylvan?
Is it like
Ooh.
kind of like Elvish? Can I pick out some words?
No, it's the language of the druids.
Mhm.
I do speak it.
Okay. All right, we're going to go into the secret chat. As the rest of you hear a marbled kind of like whisper in your subconscious, but you can't make out what it is. It's a puzzle. We'll go secret.
Anyone? Like, it's like, does anyone speak Sylvan? It's the language of the druids. Like, yeah, of course, I speak that also. Trolling us.
Hope she's writing this down. Must be a long thing.
It's like a 20-minute lore dump in secret chat. You come back,
Gonna
we
hate
play 2
that.
rounds of Rivals.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's fine. Puzzled, smoking a cigarette. She's got bags under her eyes.
I know too much. I've seen all.
Her nose is bleeding. Desperate to see Puzzled's face right now. Oh, is she walking forward?
Yeah, I'm just kind of creeping around.
The as you kind of walk forward, the convergence of the murk, that mire that you guys are walking in, it's like just up to the top of your bootlaces or whatever it is you're wearing. Maybe it's Ugg boots, I don't know. So the from the left, from this stump over here, there is a concentrated kind of ichor that sits and shimmers atop the mire that passes underneath Ninja, Lyra, and Magarko, the same mire you guys are traversing. It's coming from that stump, and it's swirling around, and it's coming in very similar to this, which I'll draw. It's like this,
Where?
just like that. And it's this shimmer that's kind of coming through and circling in, and this kind of pattern that sits in front of you is pulsating with almost like a heartbeat that's like, and it's basically soaking up this ichor.
Does it look like it's alive?
The
The
rune
thing on the
beats
ground? Huh?
the ichor that's flowing.
The pulsing thing on the ground, does it look like it's physically eating or just absorbing energy?
It's just basically, it's dull, just like almost it's a bunch of branches and trees that have formulated this kind of like nexus in the area, and it is, every time it pulses, it just emanates like a bright green glow,
Oh,
and
okay.
then and the ichor is flowing from that stump.
So that circle is a stump.
Over here, this is the stump. Right here, this is where it's flowing. Right there.
Oh, okay, I see.
Hmm. And the ichor is flowing along this line here and swirling in
From the stump to the circle?
Okay.
from the stump to the circle. Correct.
I'm going to slowly touch the circle and see if it feels like this is the spot for the rite.
Okay. As you touch it, the cold shimmer fills your body, and you begin to feel sick, innately sick, as the rune is partially submerged under this muck, and the mud just starts to seep over the top as the rune kind of begins, the roots become alive, and it kind of wriggles like this, and it begins. And to your guys' southwest over here, another rune begins to, and the ichor begins to flow more rapidly as the water all around you becomes like covered over the top with this green muck. And to the north, as the situation becomes much different, the tree directly to your north, right here on my ping, into the tree is what you guys would notice is an elf, and he is roped up into the tree, and the tree will begin to open and split open, and he'll step out like this, almost like writhed with branches. His movement's not normal, and from the left you'll hear a howl, but it's like a gross howl, very throaty, not at all natural. And to the northeast, the branches of the trees will begin to split as several of the trees, you hear and the situation will turn very different as you guys make eyes with the several beings forming. And I'll give you guys some pictures. All right. From the left, trampling forward, you hear the smacking of the mire as little paws are impacting the mire, and you hear that howl start to form as a decrepit wolf makes its way towards you guys. These guys down. And then from the north, the ranger, dressed very similar to the ones in the Enclave, will make his appearance as he emerges from the tree itself. And from the northeast, from the splits in the trees themselves, several eyes will emanate from the tree stumps.
Oh, literally eyes. Okay.
Literally eyes.
Yeah.
As we will
Nice.
roll initiative and begin the first rite.
God damn it. It's
Okay.
just never gonna be good. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh shit. Let me get the
wish Nat 20 did something for initiative. Go twice on your first turn or something.
That'd be sweet.
Alright. Extra attack.
Alright, there we go. Boom. Sorry, I need to refresh my screen because I literally refuse to play in non-windowed screens. I cannot do it. Right. There we go. Boom diggity. Initiative. Alright. Ranger is in. Wolf is in. Eyes. $17 and 9. All right. 20, 12, 6. Boom. All right. Did everybody get in okay?
I think so.
I got Aura. I got Lyra. I got Magarko.
Yep. Dead
Ninja?
last. I'm good.
Got Ninja.
Was I not
Okay.
select? Yeah, I'm there.
Yep, you're in. What's your dex?
Who?
What's your dex, Ninja? Oh, you're gonna totally beat that.
18.
Okay. Yep.
He's definitely got more muscle fibers than the eye does.
That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. We're into combat as these kind of aberrations form all the way around you. Aura, you're the first to react as these things form. What do you do?
Who is Bat? Is Batty here?
He's on me.
Oh, okay.
I got
So-
you.
But can I look at my surroundings? Like, is there somewhere I can hide nearby?
Second. Let me save your Bat Familiar token. Boom.
Oh yeah, and he has. Does he go right after me?
Yes.
Okay.
Default token. Bingo. All right, he's there. And you should have, let me just make sure you have control over him. I figured out how to do this. Edit. Aura. Boom. You should be able to move him.
Okay, and he's got 30 feet. Okay.
Can you move him?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anywhere I can hide nearby? Like, I can't tell what that red thing is to the right, but it looks like it might be a bush.
That's a fungal spore.
Gross bush?
It's a gross bush. It's
Okay.
definitely a gross bush.
Okay, cool. Alright, Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is seeing that ranger over there and remembering what that lady said. We could kill him, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna steady aim and shoot at the ranger.
All right.
I've got 300 and something feet, I believe. So I'm good.
Okay.
How do I get doubles every time?
17's gonna connect. Let's see some damage.
All right.
All right, 7 foot, 15 damage. Okay. For sneak, I think. What's the sneak again? Can you post that for me? I keep forgetting.
I think
Yeah.
it's
specifics
because
for
she
that.
steady aims, so she gets
Right.
advantage.
Oh, yep, that's right. We're good
so-
there.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. Whenever I steady aim, I automatically get it, or if he's got someone in combat with him.
All right.
And
Damage
then
take-
Flappy the that's gonna be my turn. I can't move when I steady aim. Flappy the bat is gonna go fly and perch on Ninja's shoulder again and say, "What up?"
Hey, Flappy!
He's gonna use the help
Ninja gets a
whenever
huge smile on his face.
whenever Ninja attacks. He will help
Yes, he will.
until further notice.
Okay.
I'll put there.
All right.
Also, what's the glowing orange thing around my character?
That's just
Oh,
the,
that's the
active in initiative order.
tracker.
Yeah.
to see
Okay,
whose
okay,
turn it
cool.
is, Yeah.
Not like
The
a
tracker's
curse or
being
anything. That's
difficult.
good. I'm good. That's fine.
Nothing too bad.
It's a trap. Ninja, your turn.
I'm gonna dash to the middle of these two wolves, and then bonus action one arm strike the northern one.
Okay.
Bat advantage.
Bat
22.
vantage.
22 will connect. All right.
10 damage. Bludgeoning and ice. 6 and 4.
Damage received.
That's all I got.
All right. All right. Okay. Five. This eye. Oh, sorry. 10. There we go. 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one, this eye is hovering above the ground. And the you know how like an eye has optic nerves that come out the back of it? These optic nerves that come out the back of it begin to stem out like this and turn into 10-foot long tendrils that come out the back. And it looks directly at Magarko, who does not have his veil up, and it will force you to make a wisdom saving throw. Got that veil down.
He caught ya.
Wisdom. 11.
Okay. All right. You make eye contact with this, and you begin to see visions of the forest completely riddled with disease. And as this vision begins to zoom out, you see the entire world covered in a miasma, a smog, and several different things, creatures, giants, dragons, deers, just everything riddled with disease, covered in spores and scabs, and you are paralyzed until the start of your next turn, following this one. And that will end its turn.
Like, I lose my turn and then I'm unparalyzed after that.
Correct. Yep.
Oh, you lose your whole turn? You're like, oh, I guess paralyzed is can't do shit. You cast spells?
No, he's paralyzed.
Can't move.
Your mouth is paralyzed. Can you communicate psychically?
No, he's just straight paralyzed.
His mind is paralyzed.
His mind is paralyzed. All right.
He is a potato right now.
I'm
All
a
right.
potato.
This wolf over here will see Ninja, and it will scamper right to face you, and it will do a bite. A 10 with its pack tactics. One more for
That's a
crit.
hit.
And we will get some damage. Why do I not get... Oh, I have to set it to automatically roll damage. auto roll. I'll roll it again just for the shits and gigs so I can get my damage.
No, roll the damage. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the damage, but so
Oh, yeah,
it's
I got
6,
you.
and then I'm gonna double it into 12 damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You are now poisoned.
Ugh. Is that a disadvantage on attacks?
This poison is different. This is considered almost like a blight. So in this case, you will take 1d6 poison damage at the start of your next turn. Where is my poison? We'll do a little miasma there. And its turn. Lyra, up to you. What do we got?
I'm going to advance towards the corrupted ranger. I can go 30 feet, right? In one turn.
Yeah, you have 30 feet of movement. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to proceed. Okay, now I'm 30 feet from the corrupted ranger, and I'm going to cast Charm.
Okay. All right, is considered a humanoid. Wisdom saving throw. If does so with advantage, if you and your companions are fighting it.
Okay.
All right. All right, he is going to succeed.
Oh, I thought it was hers. I was like, yeah.
Damn, 2 crits already.
Hot dice tonight.
Okay, guess I'm gonna end my turn.
All right, this one will hover 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one will lock eyes with Aura, as I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oops. I
You are
said it wrong.
paralyzed.
Okay.
Shit. That is not great.
I ran the wrong way.
5. All right, this one, as Ninja presents itself, this one will do the same. With advantage. A 17.
That is.
Okay. That'll be 12 piercing. And roll 2d6. For 6 more.
Jesus.
In that brief moment in the back of my head, was Silwyn actually saying you guys should be level 5 before you do the right? Is that the code words happening?
She
As
said
your
she would have
blood
sent us in
spills.
prepared.
As your blood spills to the floor, the roots of the tree to the south, right next to you, Ninja, the roots begin to spill underneath the earth and creep up towards you and begin to kind of come up in your pool of blood. And that is
Here's
kind of
my
like
reaction to step on them.
and they begin to kind of like writher around in your blood, and you can give me an Arcana check as this begins to happen in front of you. A 13. The tree you begin to perceive is seeking to help you. It is seeking to rid this. And so you begin to kind of become one with the ley line attached to that tree. And the roots begin to form and swirl around your body, swirl up your legs, and cover your entire body, as you can add a +2 to your AC as you are covered in tree bark.
Hell yeah. Was there a way to do temporary bonus AC? or just
You can
remember?
make a note. Just make a note.
Brain
Yeah.
up here.
Sure, Foundry has a way to do it.
Oh my god. Low blow.
So you have connected with that ley line.
I am Tree Man.
All right. The Ranger's turn. He will take aim across the distance, across the battlefield at Ara. And he will fire a shot. A 15 connects with Ara. All right, I think paralyzed.
Has advantage. Crit is only if you're on 5 feet. I just looked it
Okay.
up.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
I was like, what bad's gonna happen to my face?
Okay. A 15. And this one I'm going to change to roll the damage to save my life here. All right. All right. I'm going to reroll that just for the sake of damage. And the arrow flies across, covered in, like, you can't really see it, but it's covered in, like, this kind of gross muck. And as it impacts you, and it kind of splashes across your body, and you're going to take 18 damage.
Jeez.
Ow.
And the blood from the wound will kind of spill onto the ground. And the same thing will happen. From this tree stump, the woods will begin to kind of move towards the blood and swirl around in it. And I need an Arcana check. You will begin to connect with that ley line as the woods begin to swirl up around, but your armor will be a little bit different. It'll be sleek in design, very roguelike, thin, but still effective, as you can add 2 to your AC.
Okay.
All right, and that will end the Ranger's turn. Okay, this eye. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he will reach out with a tendril for a 17. Does that connect?
On you,
Let's see.
Ara.
15. She is a 17.
Yeah, I'm a
So
17.
I gotta change this one
Sorry,
to
I
auto
gotta
roll
hit me.
damage as well. No worries. Roll damage. Roll for damage here. And these kind of optic nerves will reach around and swirl around you, and it will attempt to restrain you as you take 9 necrotic damage, and it will attempt to restrain you in place.
9.
Can you roll saving throws if you're paralyzed?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Bad news.
Yeah, you can't. You are paralyzed. That is bad
failed.
news for you. Yep. So you are now restrained as well. Oh, that's not a good one. That means you're strong here. Let's get that one. All right. Magarko, paralyzed.
Yay.
You come out of it. the end of your turn. All right, Aura paralyzed. Come out of it on your turn. Ninja, in trouble, surrounded by the plague-hollowed wolves. What do you do?
I take some damage at the start of my turn, right? Or did you already give that to me?
You take 1d6.
Do you roll it or do I roll it?
1d6. 2 damage.
Okay. So that the extent of that poison condition is that I take damage at the start of all my turns?
It's just now it's dropped off. It's 1 turn.
Oh, okay. 1 turn, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna quarterstaff whack the guy that I was wailing on last time. Does the 16 get it done?
A 16 does.
Hang on a second, I'm just gonna read Elven accuracy here. You can re-roll one of the dice once. So can I re-roll the one that didn't hit to like crit fish?
You can, yeah, if you want to crit fish.
Fuck it.
He decides, fuck it.
Alright.
25, you good? Roll
One
that
hit.
one. Yep. Oh,
12. Damn, girl.
God.
You put some
All right, it's
kinetic
not looking
energy
good.
into that one.
Yep.
It's still standing?
It's still standing, yeah. Not very
Alright.
well. Hang on, I entered in the wrong number. Here you go. There you go. That's the accurate representation.
I'm gonna burn a key to use Flurry of Blows for 2 unarmed strikes. Here's the first one. I'm just gonna roll it 3 times.
Oh, shit. Oh, yep, go ahead. Roll whatever
25
damage.
hit. It's just 1 hit.
I'm too drunk for this chicken. Tell me I'm there.
D4 is coming next, so it's 9 total damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to direct one of those Flurry of Blows at my own face with Hand of Healing. It's a D4 plus 3. Healing to myself, so set plus 7.
It's like slapping yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, shit. Yeah. He does not survive. I didn't do the cold. Sorry.
Okay.
He has 3 health left. 4. There we go. And he goes down from the cold damage as that frost kind of goes over his face. And he goes down.
Okay. And I healed a little bit, and I am not going to. Well, do I want to run? That would provoke an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I'm not going to run. I'm staying here. And passing the turn. Okay.
All right. 5. And this one's going to reach out with the tendrils to Magarko for a 23.
That'll do. Yeah.
A strength saving throw, sir.
I'm no longer paralyzed.
You are no longer paralyzed.
Save. Yeah.
All right. As these tendrils kind of come out, they connect with you and try to wrap around you. And in that moment, you realize you have a moment of opportunity. Roll me an athletics check to see what you can do with these tendrils that fail to get a grasp on you.
17.
With a 17, you realize you have a moment to grab these tendrils and turn the tide and grapple the eye itself.
Yeah.
Loop it around a couple times.
Would this use my reaction, or is this?
It will not.
Okay, then I'll go ahead.
This
and
is
take
the-
advantage of that.
So for the record, guys, I'm trying out a new mechanic in combat. I'm trying narrative actions that are free to the player and in some cases do ability checks to where when you succeed on saving throws, in certain cases, you'll be able to do a narrative action which enhance the thing. So in this case, you guys see Magarko wrap around this fucking eye stalk, eye nerve, and he is now grappling the eye.
You're not looking at me.
I dig
I
it
look at
mechanically and thematically.
Yes. So now the eye is grappled.
Yeah, that's its turn. So
And that'll end its turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try to bite me, you little wolf slut! I dare ya! I got
It is indeed.
freaking tree armor. You don't want this bark.
It does not connect.
I laugh.
It doesn't want this bark. Oh, fucking god, this guy's good. All right, on to Lyra. Shit is happening all the way around you. Magarko is tangled in an optic nerve. Ara's paralyzed and, well, not paralyzed anymore, grappled. Ninja's fighting plagued wolves. What do?
I am going to cast Healing Word on Ara.
Thanks.
All right.
and you get
Plus
do
D4.
you get a benefit from your crown also?
Yep. 1d4.
Nice.
5 healing to Ara.
Your crown's
I'm
broken.
just gonna muffle out being restrained. I'm just gonna muffle past the tendrils. Thank you.
I love this.
All right. Seeing what's happening here, this plague moth's eye is going to twitch around all over the place, and it is going to move towards Lyra. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it will dash and get between the corrupted ranger and Lyra. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. This one's done. All right. The ranger will reach into its quiver. It'll move kind of like broken as you guys hear the breaking of branches and twigs, and it will pull out 2 arrows this time. And it will fire 1 arrow. Sorry. It will fire 1 arrow at Lyra and 1 arrow at Magarko. 1 at Lyra and 1 at Magarko.
Damn.
23 and 25.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 6 piercing, so you guys can do that damage. 17 to Lyra and 12 to Magarko. And which
Your
Magarko,
dame
right?
wasn't corrupted, I'll tell you that. Jesus.
He fucking slung it. And Magarko, that from the necrotic opening in that tendril as it washed you, the blight will begin to creep up into that wound, and it will begin to fester that wound as you take on 1 extra d6 of damage from his blight.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yikes.
Put some salve on it.
yikes.
Yeah.
And if you haven't already, from the trees spreading into the middle of this battlefield as blood begins to spill, Lyra, you can take that damage there. Trying to not interact with the tokens. Let you guys take autonomy with that. You can just do minus 17 in your little bubble as you click your token.
I'm not getting the little bubble that I normally have.
You get it on your character
I-
sheet, too.
I got you, 17. There you go.
Thank you.
The same thing will happen. From the trees, they will seek to aid you as the forest pushes against Plague Maw's infection. Branches come towards you, and I need an Arcana check from both of you.
You need to learn to speak my language. Not Arcana. It ain't Arcana.
I think
Lyra
trees should
plus
speak English
2.
just because they're in America.
AC.
16.
16 plus 2 to AC to both of you as you are both covered in bark armor. As the
Nice.
forest, and you connect with the ley lines here in the Ardeep Forest. And
This
temporarily,
is our deep forest.
each one of you who wear this bark armor can temporarily understand Sylvan.
Ooh, nice. Can we speak it?
You can understand it. This one will reach out towards Ara and continue to try and attack her for a 20. And you are already grappled. I think I make a advantage.
Yeah, restrained is different than
Yep.
grappled. Grappled
Yep.
just sets the strength to 0. Restrained is a bit
Where's my thing?
different.
Yeah. Hang on, let me pull up my little $20 thing here just to make
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, the good old DM.
Restrained. Yeah, sorry, you're restrained, not grappled. That's critical. Speed becomes 0. Attack rolls have advantage. Creature has disadvantage on dex saves, so we're gonna crit fish. I hope for you. Oh my god! Alright, 7 damage there. And you're already restrained, so it's just going to not do that.
I
So
hope for you
7
that
damage.
this doesn't happen. It happened.
Oh my god, it did! That's my 3rd crit.
It is a lot.
Jeez. Alright.
I'm just
Magarko,
checking.
Chaos.
Grapple is no advantage, I don't think. Just speed 0. Not grappling strike.
Trying to find a good grapple icon, but I don't have a good grapple icon. We'll just do
Doesn't
this
say
one.
too much. I'm just gonna move up 1. I'm gonna whip out my shiny new silver sword that has been recently obtained. And I'm going to try and stab it right in the eye.
Grappled.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah! Shit.
Um...
Okay.
13. And because things are looking a little bit dire, I'm gonna go ahead and pump a smite in there as well.
Oh, shit. God damn!
So,
Alright.
you guys see as basically I like have my arm wrapped around this tendril and it's like pulling the eye towards me like I'm like pulling in a fish, and I just like take the sword and just thrust it in. And as I thrust it right into the pupil, there's like this flash of golden energy as this radiant power just channels along the course of the sword.
Yeah, and the eye absolutely erupts in gore and ichor as it kind of fucking falls to the ground. And the ichor that was inside the eye falls into the water. And where that kind of stream of ichor coming from the stump flows into the center, you kind of see the ichor from the eye begin to bubble the water kind of underneath you. And let me get a medicine or a survival check.
Oh boy. All the checks.
Either one.
Okay, 15.
Okay. This ichor that begins to kind of form, and it's got like almost like a more of that mist kind of comes off of it, and you begin to kind of think in your head, as this isn't your first rodeo now. This almost looks like a poison, like a very thick sludge that has an acidic value to it. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, then
What you do with that information?
I would like to move and shout at the same time, and I'll say, beware the eyes, they leave acid behind. Maybe it's right, maybe it's not, but I say it anyway. And I'm gonna move towards right here. No.
You can give me an insight check too, real quick.
Insight.
Give me an insight check.
Sir.
Yep.
A 3.
All right, that's all you know.
Little disgruntled by the whole situation that's
That's all
happening.
you know.
Good. Oh, intern. Sorry.
Okay. Nice turn. All right, let me get this guy down here.
As a object interaction, can I draw my veil down? It's a little late.
Yes, you can.
But I'm gonna.
Yes,
do
you
it.
can. Aura, you are grappled. These optic nerves are covering your body right now, but you think you might be able to reach and pull your bow if you had to. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to pull my bow out.
All right, where are we firing?
At the eye in front of me.
All right.
And I should have. Okay, let's see.
A 24 is gonna connect. Let's see some
Cool.
damage.
With sneak attack.
Oh, nice. Good damage.
All right. The same thing will happen. The eye will take the arrow directly into the people, and it will begin to ooze out this ichor, and the same thing will bubble, kind of like just right in front of you. And let's see what you perceive: a medicine or a survival check.
The same.
Yeah, it's for flavor, whatever you want.
20.
In your experience, in what you have accomplished so far in your life, you know that this acid is highly corrosive and likely will cause extra damage. That is what you know.
So essentially, what he said. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
You
going
can roll an
to...
insight check to see
Yeah.
what more you might know.
15.
With a 15, you know if you coated an arrow with this, it would likely hurt something pretty bad.
Okay, cool. Is that a bonus action?
Object interaction.
Okay.
Yeah,
which is
Because you're
I can do.
dipping down into like a pool, a vat. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm just gonna grab a wad of arrows and just like.
Oh
dip
wow! Fucking
All of these
roll
motherfuckers.
Roll a d12.
You can roll. Your water. I haven't been counting arrows as ammo for this time, so we'll do a d4.
Okay.
We'll do a d4. Yeah.
3.
All right. You get 3 acid-tipped arrows, which roll an extra d4 of acid damage.
Cool. All right.
Gargo, you see this happen right in front of you as she dips in there.
I'm just gonna
right.
smile at him and like, look at that guy.
Very
Do I
good.
still have my bonus action?
Your bonus action was dipping, wasn't it? Or
That's
That's
Nope,
awesome.
object interaction.
oh,
Yeah.
object. Is that just a separate category of action?
Coding, yeah, it's a free currency.
Oh, it's free.
action.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, it's free. 1 per.
Okay, I'm gonna hide in the gross bush.
Okay. All right. Okay, you are able to hide in the bush, and you are well submerged. But as the spores begin to cover your body, you begin to get coated with them as they are black, and they start to make contact and coat your skin in almost like a scab. And the scab begins to
I'm
form
covered in
black
roots.
veins, and it's making the roots toxic. And
Okay.
the armor is now black, and it's all over your face and neck.
Venom.
Your carnage, yeah, or venom, yeah.
Yeah, you are now Venom. No, so,
Buffs.
that's
Definitely buffs.
We get rid of Plague Maw. We're like a third of the way through getting rid of Plague Maw, now we got Venom.
All right. 1 second.
Spinning up the lore, creating the deity,
Okay.
outlining the RP.
You have 1 level of blight afflicted to you, and this blight causes a -1 to attack roll and ability checks. but you are hidden.
So there's
Yay.
So there's that.
But you are hidden.
The mold like camouflages you better.
Where did my paper go? What the fuck? All right. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Welcome to tracking down, purging a deity from the material plane. I will be your guide, Ricky the Sanchez.
It'll be harder to make Ara give this one up, though.
Nah. All right. Okay, sorry, I was making a tracker. All right, and then this one I
Ninja
didn't
just
take the damage on
unleashed
this
his,
one.
Flurry of blows over here.
22. Sorry, I was a little behind there. This one goes down. And Ninja is over here opening a can of whoop ass on this wolf. As you make contact with its skinny carcass, you feel the crumpling of bones, and its fur is no match for your fists. We take a... How much damage is that? Just tell me how much it is.
15 total.
15 total.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna heal myself 4 plus 3, so 7.
All right.
So did you say that wolf died or no?
The wolf is still alive.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hang around. Ship it.
Gone. All right, this one is going to try to retaliate. A 17, does that connect?
Not with my bark armor, don't.
Not with the bark armor, that's it. Lyra, on to you. What's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Ninja.
Yeah. All right. You reach out with that healing word, and the rune in the center of the map begins to... and you begin to hear it in your head as you attempt to attune to that one as well, that ley line. Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Does her crown give her a passive bonus to all healing?
It does. A 21!
Nice.
You begin
I
to
am
connect with
queen.
the ley lines and your druid history. Your healing word begins to manifest with incredible power as it turns into a mass healing word.
Oh,
Go
hell
ahead
yeah.
and cast mass healing word, which you can look up in the thing. So I think it's 1d. Just do mass healing word.
Nice.
Up to 6 creatures, 2d4 plus spellcasting, which I think is the healing word ready, all right? 1d4. What is this one? So go ahead, roll me 2d4 plus 3. All right, 4, and then your d4 plus your crown.
You can stop rolling ones
5.
anytime now. I know, they're
Yeah.
D4s, but...
All right. So Lyra, basically what you're doing right now is you're reaching out, and as you cast that, you feel a surge of druid power enter your body, and you're now able to distribute that healing across everybody, to everybody. So
Okay.
you can basically cast 5 healing to everyone in the party.
Didn't you say it was
Does
D4
that
plus
include
3?
myself?
2D4 plus 3?
So, oh, sorry, she got 4 plus 3, 7, 8. So everybody gets 8 healing, or however Lyra wants to do it.
Yes. And does that include myself? Nice.
God. That face.
Alright, so everybody gets 8, and
Lovely.
I'm gonna end my turn.
That is just a bonus action. You would still have an action. If you
Yeah,
Oh.
you can
wanted.
still go. You can keep going.
Healing
Yeah.
word is a bonus action, so
Ooh,
you can
nice. Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
punch or whatever. Cantrip.
Then I am going to use the two-handed quarterstaff to try to whack this eyeball.
Yeah, fuck that eyeball.
All right. You
Batter
have to get a
up.
little closer.
Okay. I'm gonna...
15's gonna connect. Let's see some damage.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Damn, 9. All right, that's gonna connect.
Spicy.
And that's gonna end my turn. Yeah.
Okay. All right, this one's gonna reach out and try and retaliate with the tendrils. 21, so you're gonna take 4 necrotic, and I need a strength saving throw. Let's see if you get restrained.
That's not the boxes. It's the bar. Okay.
So 9. Okay, you are restrained. And all right. Anything else for the? Oh, let's Plague Maw's Eye. That's it for it. Did you take the damage?
Yes.
For 4. Okay, very good. Onto the Corrupted Ranger. The Ranger is going to pull out another 2 arrows, and he's going to let them fly. He's going to shoot one
me.
at Lyra, and he'll shoot at Najah for sure for that, as he jumps up and down.
Ooh.
He's going to shoot
I'm
2.
RPing it.
That's fair. First one at Lyra, second one at Ninja. Miss on the Ninja one, but the 25, so 9 plus 7 is 16 damage. And then the Blight will deal another d6 as this Ichor kind of goes into your already existing wounds. I need a 1d6. So it's 18 damage altogether to Lyra. And he is going to begin to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that will end his turn. Plague Maw's Eyes down. Magarko, what do you got? 2 eye corpses.
Yep.
What's going on?
Ara, did you actually did you make any gesture about the acid, or you just? I saw you dip. I saw you dip the arrows.
I dipped it and I like shook it at you and smiled.
Okay, well then I'm gonna dip a javelin in real quick, and then trusting your judgment in all things murder and mayhem, I'm just gonna think this seems like a good idea. Dip my javelin, and then I'm gonna throw said javelin at this dude. But I think that's unfortunately disadvantage because of range. Checking. Javelin, I think is 60. Alright, just 1 second, I have to look it up. Unless you know, Ricky,
What's that? I'm sorry?
the range of the javelin, 3120.
2060?
Okay. That's
Oh, is it 3120?
3120.
God damn, that's a fucking. That's a yeet.
Yeah,
32.
just barely outside of range. Fucking asshole. Alright, well, I'm gonna throw it anyway.
Alright. Disadvantage?
Mm. Well,
It
turns
does
out
not connect.
when you throw with disadvantage, sometimes it doesn't connect. That's it for me.
Aura, what's going on?
I'm not restrained anymore, right? Because I'm dead.
You're not restrained, it's dead. Yep.
Good. Okay.
10
All right, I'm
o'clock.
gonna shoot the eye next to Lyra.
Okay.
And hang on. I'm gonna steady aim first. What's the black stuff? Do I have any disadvantage with it?
Oh, you have -1 to attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, -1 to attack.
That'll connect.
Okay. With the acid arrow. I don't know if I have to
Yeah,
say
it's going to be plenty. -1 acid arrow, and that arrow will impact, and it will fall to the ground, and the same bubble will occur, and it will be no more.
Cool.
And she is no longer restrained.
That's all.
Ninja, still locked in combat with these wolves. What are we going to do?
Am I the only one that's seen like 3 attacks from your quarterstaff, or is that?
That's what I'm rolling. They're 3 to hit rolls.
Oh,
I got advantage from floppy, and I can re-roll 1 dice once without an
gotcha.
accuracy
Okay.
when I have
Yeah.
advantage. So
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
21.
roll
Go ahead.
them
7.
all every time.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty healthy, so I'm going to. How's this wolf looking?
It's 30%.
All right, I'm going to burn a key for flurry of blows.
Whack and whack.
Do 2 unarmed attacks. 1, 2, 3. There's 1. That's a crit. There's damage, and the extra D4.
Okay. It'll go down. How does it go down?
Grab its jaws and just rip it apart.
All right. Very good. You fucking rip it apart, and
So I got
it's
extra.
easy. It's easy to do it too. It's barely held together.
I'm gonna convert one of those unarmed strikes to healing on myself. D4 plus 3, so another 7. And ship it. Oh, I guess I can move. Sorry. Can I run really quick before I pass the turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, and then it's that eyeball. Alright.
Anything else in Ninja?
Skip it.
Lyra, what do we got?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. So that was your third, so you got 1 spell slot remaining, and then the 8 good heal, D4 2 plus 10.
10? Yeah.
I live.
And then that's the end of my turn, right? That wasn't a bonus action.
That was your action.
Okay.
All right. Okay. The Corrupted Ranger will take out 1 singular arrow, and he will look directly at Magarko, and he will take the arrow, and he will essentially, with the point of the head, he'll start to slice his own throat right in front of you, and this ichor will begin to kind of pour out of his neck, and he will just start like kind of seizing, and he will take 3d6 slashing damage from this act.
Granduil's brother is fighting back.
11. And he will coat the arrow in the ichor like this, and he'll knock the arrow, and
maybe
he
not.
will send 1 flying directly at you.
Do you have the bark armor?
14.
Will
Oh,
not
14 doesn't
connect,
matter.
because I'm also.
It will not connect
armored up.
Nice.
because you're a unit.
Yeah.
That will be it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna make
I was fucked up to see.
long eye contact with him. I'm gonna draw a javelin out of the back. I'm gonna dip it into
your
the
throat,
eye.
please.
I'm gonna dip it right into the eye. And let's see if I can move towards him here. How far? Yeah, I'm gonna move there. And then I'm gonna throw it at him.
All right. .24 will connect.
4 piercing plus, is it 1d6 for the acid?
1d4 acid.
Okay.
Maxing it out.
8.
It connects. Impacts him.
Man, that's it for me.
Alright, what do we got?
I'm gonna steady aim and shoot at the ranger.
All right. .24 is going to connect. Let's see some damage.
Cool.
Nice.
15.
Plus 1d4 for the poison.
Yep.
Ours are pumper. She's the
When
one-
she can hit.
She's the one we bring to mutation tents.
Right. Ranger's not looking too good. The arrow impacts. He's got a javelin and an arrow in him. And he's just like... And he's also bleeding from a wound in his neck. Anything else, Ara?
No.
Good job. What do we got?
I charge this motherfucker. Try to make him eat my quarterstaff. I'll roll 1 with
Gross.
disadvantage, and then 1 normal.
That'll connect.
Got a connection. Here's the damage. It's 9.
Nice.
He will not survive. How does he go down?
Staff right through the mouth and like down and out his butthole.
Jesus.
I kind of stake him to the ground, but like going from top to bottom instead of bottom to top.
You did say mercy, right? I'm pretty sure mercy was somewhere in the title.
All right. As the battle subsides, you finish your crushing blow on this corrupted ranger in front of you, and the sound of the forest begins to settle once more. The rune in the middle of the terrain begins to kind of like begins to kind of die down, and the flow of ichor from the tree begins to stop. And Lyra, you begin to feel that the essence of Plague Maw being his eyes and this blight portion in one of your hands begins to turn normal.
Ooh.
Which one? Which left or right?
Right hand.
Nice. Good outcome.
Good get, assuming you're right hand dominant. Or are you a left-handed freak?
I am right-handed, so.
But it's
All right.
Lyra.
We got.
Can I get this goo off me at all?
1 second. Let me get some experience flowing here.
Right, is our armor still on?
The armor that swirled around you begins to kind of crumble away over time,
Yeah.
but it does not stay on.
So if the armor's coming off, is the goo coming off of it too? From the
You are
fungus?
afflicted with the blight. It is inside your immune system, and it is not a situation to where you can urinate it out.
Oh, can we do anything
Fortunate.
about this?
I think I have a bot thing.
Okay.
I think that's the one I have. I'm not.
Oh
sure.
yeah, purity pots, right? Didn't we get some of those?
The
The
two
purify pots? Elixir of purity?
Wait.
Which
Yeah,
one did I
I
have?
have the 2 elixirs of purity, so I can hand you one.
Is that the blight one?
Yeah, that's the blade one.
Oh yeah, yes, please.
I'm going to reload on a drink, take a urination. Good job, team. You guys figure out how you want to reconcile.
Does Corrupted Elf Bro have anything on him noteworthy?
You gotta come.
I dipped
Can
my
I go
staff
pee?
in
Can I
the-
go pee?
Let's call him back every time he walks
Oh,
away.
yeah. I just gotta pee.